Like,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I see that the announcements would have
Hi.
just gone out, and welcome to BJ from
Thank you.
Satiric Musings with BJ.
Yeah.
It's been a while
It
since we've been
has.
together, but it's great to have you back. Thank you for being
Thank
with
you,
me.
Aley. It's a joy to be
Fun.
here.
Thank you so much. And
And I
hello,
love that
everybody.
music on the
Oh,
countdown.
you do?
Yeah,
It's
could have just kept
kind of
be bopping
nice,
to
huh?
that. Yeah.
Wake up and ease on down the road.
Yeah,
Remember that
it's
one?
that like kind of jazz feel to it that I like
Yeah.
so much. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you. So yes, we'll be taking some questions today. We were just having some really great conversation behind in before we came on about different things that have shown up for us. And also want you to know that Betty has practical musings as well on her channel, which would be canning. And you said there are things outside with planting and things like that as well.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. And restoration. I mean, I'm a
Restoration.
crafter, so I do a lot of sewing and all that
Oh,
that kind of
cool.
stuff. Yeah. So
Yeah.
pretty much just all kinds of stuff. I want to talk about herbs for
Uh-huh.
practicality as well as health.
Yep.
Like, do you
Yep.
know dandelions can actually uh, wipe out leukemia? Who knew? Dandelion leaves of all things. Yeah.
Wow. That's
So, anything I'm hoping to
yeah.
get feedback and people say
Uh-huh.
what they're interested in, we'll just
Yeah.
dive in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would probably enjoy doing a show with Diana Bowles, oil painter.
I
She
love her.
actually
Mm.
she makes salves and
Oh, that's
things.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you might
Yeah.
have fun doing that with her. She has made dandelion tea as well, I think, and this
Yeah.
dandelion salve, she she has a witchy past, let's put it that way. And so,
As
yeah,
do I. I have those touchstones
touchstones
as
too.
well. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
find a lot of commonality with her. Yeah,
That's
she's
really
awesome.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. So yeah, I'm glad you're stretching out and doing some other things that you're interested in, because that's
Yeah,
what this time in our life is all about. Being happy
exactly.
with what we do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
I set joy as my mantra in the early '90s, and I said, "I will a approach each day in a joyful manner, or what's the point of getting out of bed?" And
yeah.
so,
Good.
that's just how I
Yeah.
live. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Um, I remember that time in my life was not the best. The only thing that I can say is I was living in Texas at that time, and I did not
Oh,
care for living there because I had to live there, if you know what I
yeah,
mean. I was
I
job
do.
related.
Yeah.
And so I went back to college then, though. I went back and got a master's degree. So I did have benefit for living there. It worked out.
Yeah.
But I was very heavy, not very happy. And so
Mm.
about the time of the turn of the decade, around 2000, things got a little bit better, even though they had some twinges of issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, I, you do what you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
silk
Yeah.
purse and a sow's ear, as they say,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just gotta turn it
Absolutely.
around. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yes. So, hello, Courtney Elf. It's nice to see you. Anybody, if I know there's only a couple people here right at this moment, but if anybody wants a reading, go ahead and put it in. And BJ and I will be doing some readings with you today. We're just trying to fill up the sort of the time with chit chat until we get more folks
Yeah.
in. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Marby. Nice to see you as well. And
Hi.
yeah. So I was telling BJ that I found a great place to go in the fall, and it's down near Mount Hood in Oregon, and she's actually lives in Oregon. So, and
Yeah.
I would say, what are we? Probably about 5 or 6 hours away from each other. I'm being closer to Tacoma is where I am. So,
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
about that. Yeah,
yeah,
I know ocean shores on the coast
yeah.
there, 2 and a
Uh-huh.
half hours from us, basically.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I've also gone down and spent time in Seaside.
I love
Um,
Seaside.
and yeah, me too. I love Cannon Beach, but I really love Seaside because it has the boardwalk that you
It
can walk
does.
along. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes,
So it's
and it's
really
fun, that whole strip.
it
Great
is. Yeah.
restaurants and fun things to do along there. Yeah.
Yeah. I went with a girlfriend a couple of years ago, and we had a downstairs motel room, and you could look out right there to the boardwalk, and it was so nice to be that close to the ocean, and
Yes.
and hear the ocean and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Now we've
All right.
discovered a little town called Yachats that's
I've
down
heard of that.
below
Yes.
all of the normal things like Lincoln City and
Uh-huh.
some of those, but it's just a fun little. It's got
Yes.
such good energy there,
It
and
does have good energy.
they've
Yeah.
got great agate hunting there for if you're a rock hound. I'm a rock
Uh-huh.
hound,
Me
so
too.
yeah,
Me too. I love it.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome. Hello, Marby and Samantha and Anya. Welcome, everybody. I got your question, Marby, and Courtney got your question. Edward got your question. Hi, Mary Starshine. It's lovely to see you. We're taking some questions today. We worked together once before, and I reached out to her and asked her to come back. So, yeah, I'm
she
glad to
did.
see you. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
me too. Me too.
Uh-huh. Yep. All right. So why don't we go ahead and start? Then people will know we're taking questions because sometimes they
Okay.
wait around and
Sure,
say,
sure.
so just a general reading for you. Okay. You can get it. Let me see. What cards do I want to use today? All right.
Oh, a general reading. Okay.
I'm being called to my inner child deck. It's probably because I want to be there.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just fun to go play with that.
It is.
The young
Absolutely.
you.
A young view. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right. Who else came in? Anybody else come in? All right. Not yet.
So,
That's fine. If you're ready, you're welcome to go.
I'm just sorting here.
Yep.
Let me see.
Take your time. Take
Yeah,
your
I
time.
actually was looking at Edward's question. And I'm like, interesting, because one of the decks I set aside
Oh,
is
look
Ask
at
Your
them.
Guides.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
well, there
There
we
you
go.
go. There you go.
But I was feeling drawn to my Divine Beloved deck.
Okay.
And let's
Wonderful.
see what we've got.
All right.
Oh, well, apparently, and this is Courtney, right?
This is
Courtney,
Marby.
a little. Oh, I'm sorry, Marvy. Okay, I
Marby.
apologize.
Yeah.
I am trying to get in line with the scroll on the
No
side,
worries.
but I
Yep.
have in the first card a little bit of uncertainty. Let me deeply trust. May I live in the now and relax peacefully in the unfolding, knowing all the pieces of the puzzle will fall into place at the right time and not a moment before. So that was in the
Beautiful.
first position. The next
Okay.
is worthy. I know my own worth. How valuable is that?
Uh-huh.
Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows my own worth. Let me feel entitled to speak my truth with love. May I know that I desire to be surrounded by those who value me.
Beautiful.
And then transitioning to the last card, which is challenge. I embrace all tests, timely for right now. Allow me to flow with what cannot change. Let me embrace all tests and release any fear of loss, knowing that all can be replenished with ease by divine will.
Wow, that's awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. There you go, Marby. So I was called to use the inner child cards for you because they're fun. They're just fun. And anyway, so they're saying you have a fertile foundation. And look at this. It shows the different ways how carrots grow underneath the ground. I love that. So it's saying you have this fertile foundation, a foundation that's fertile for anything that you want to make with it. You can make and have an opportunity to plant a seed that will grow into something bigger, and it doesn't have to be a vegetable or a fruit or anything else. It can be a seed of other things. But then it says they want you to be sure to fly free. Let yourself enjoy and be a kid, go out and fly a kite, or go ahead and just enjoy what's around you. He's holding on to the kite strings here. He's got it, and he's playing with how far up and down it can go. And finally, it says, make sure that the arrow pierces you of unconditional love. Love yourself. How important is that? And, it doesn't matter if it hits anybody else. If it boomerangs back and hits you, know that you are the one that's responsible for your own happiness and love and the feeling of those things. So thank you so much. Yes. All right, good. Hello, Jenny and Julie. And if you want to ask a question, go right ahead and put it in. Thank you, Marby. Thank you, dear. All right, so Courtney's going to Australia in July.
How fun.
Oh my God, that's fabulous, dear. Wow.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
How will my trip to Australia go? Oh, I think we need to talk to the dragons.
Oh, there you go. They're pretty wise.
They certainly are.
Mm-hmm. Just thinking about this for a minute, Courtney, I know that some of the longer flights, and I believe it's 16 or 17 hours or something to get there. So I know it's a long haul, but I noticed that they now have, and I don't know how much they cost. So, but you can get like a bed in a little cabineted area and lay down and sleep and whatever you want to do in that little area. And I thought, wow, I wouldn't mind going somewhere really far away, knowing that I had that ability. You still may have noise and things, but
Yeah.
there's something about just being able to stretch out flat.
Yeah, and to get up and walk too, because, being
Yes,
cramped up
absolutely.
sitting for so long.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Ooh, well, I like these cards.
You want to go?
You can go. That's okay.
Okay. Well, first one out, which I think is appropriate for Australia, fire dragon. Burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul's pathway.
Wow.
And then the green and gold dragon came forward from Cirrus and says, brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. I think Australia is a good place for those kinds of serendipity events to occur. And learn about spiritual technology, be a transmitter of sacred knowledge.
Ooh.
And that's the
Nice.
green gold dragon. And lastly, the orange dragon brings soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. Sounds like you're going to have a great trip.
Yeah, it sure
Very
does.
good. Yeah.
And my cards are pretty much the same. I mean, look at this. It's you being rewarded. This trip is a gift to you.
Yeah.
It's a gift, and it's
Beautiful.
been maybe a long time in coming or whatever, but it's a gift for you. And not only that, but you manifested it, and it's as if by magic you are going there, and it will be a magical trip for both of you and your husband. That's awesome. And it says what you value is safe. And what else does it say? protect what's yours. They're always admonishing us when we're traveling to make sure we're careful with our passports and our money and things like that, which
Right.
makes sense. But it says you'll be safe there. This was interesting. I pulled two more from another deck, and this one, the first one is this beautiful horse that says resistance. But if you notice, he isn't resisting anything. He's jumping the fence. And
Yeah.
it's like moving over the fence, knowing that everything will be okay. And I think you will feel at home there. And I'm wondering when you're there, if you will feel as though it was, maybe you lived there in a past life. And, it's going to, yeah.
It's funny because I vacillated about pulling from this,
Ah, yep.
and
Yep.
I was like, there's a connection. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting that you got that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing your in-laws in Australia. Wonderful. So it is, you do have a home there in some cases then. You haven't been there since 2011. You're going to have a great time, honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How
awesome.
fun.
I'm happy for you. You just enjoy.
Absolutely.
Enjoy.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So here's Edward wanting any words of wisdom from his spirit guides. All right.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Edward.
Welcome everybody who just popped in. I think I saw you, Charlie. I got your question as well, and I got yours, Jules. All right. Oh, it's hot as a jalapeno pepper in your bus, Linda. Oh, honey. Yeah. She's in Texas, and it's, she lives in like a school bus. I think it's a school bus. So. Ooh.
I can go.
You can go right ahead.
All right.
Yep.
Edward, the first card I pulled for you is New Life, Divine Mother. So some new adventures are coming your direction, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Never too late for those.
Never
And
too late for that.
self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Self-esteem is there, and
Okay.
something for you to grasp with the guardian angel Michael. He will help you with that.
Yeah. What a beautiful cards for that. Yeah.
Right.
Great message.
And then the last one is discipline, the master teacher. So,
Yes.
yeah, it sounds like you've got a fun adventure just ahead of you. If you're not in the throes of it right now, sounds like you will be soon.
You get to make hay while the sun shines, Edward. Yeah. So mine are very complimentary to BJ's. It's explore fullness, whatever that means to you. But I'm thinking maybe going to find some waterfalls and go swimming in a swimming hole. I don't know if there's any in your area, but I love this idea of exploring the fullness of your gifts and your life. Don't sit back and wait, because life moves on and we have to take each moment as we can. The second one is to trust yourself. There is that one, BJ said on hers, something about, is it insecurity? You had a card that said, something like that. Trust yourself. Trust that you know what you need to do when you need to do it, and you know that your divine plan is unfolding exactly the way it should. Yeah. And then I got tap into your sacral power, and there's a lot for us in that beautiful chakra, and that can help us move forward as well and not keep us stagnated as to where we are right now. So thank you very much. Yes. Exciting times ahead.
As the saying is, when the student is ready, the teacher presents.
That's right. Absolutely. All right. So Mary Starshine, you want a message from a person, Debbie P. Is that right? Is this person on the other side, Mary? I'm guessing they are. So let's see what we can come up with. So is this person a friend of yours? You've got changes in the works. You started walking again. Edward, that's wonderful. I love that. Yeah. Hi, Garnet. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Hi, Linda Bishop. Oh, all right. I'm not seeing an answer from Mary. So, but I'm guessing that's what she wants. Not sure she's
Not-
passed. Okay. She lived in South America.
South America.
Okay. All right. We'll see if we can just use I was going to use these cards, but those are for people that I know have passed. All right. So we'll work on something else.
And what I heard as I was thinking on this was trust in divine timing.
Oh.
Trust in divine timing.
You may hear from her then. You haven't heard from her in 10 years? Okay.
So usually when I start thinking about somebody, especially someone I haven't heard or talked to in a long time, and they just suddenly start coming to my mind, it's not too long before I hear that they've passed.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, shoot, I don't like that analogy. But
no,
divine,
I know.
Yeah. But
I do.
yeah, Mary, divine timing is a beautiful thing. And what do we have? I have worthy. I know my own worth. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows my own worth. Let me feel entitled to speak my truth with love. May I know that I deserve to be surrounded by those who value me. And I think we had that one another time. So that must be something for Mary. But nurturing, change me, divine beloved, into one who accepts my body exactly as it is, seeing it as a vessel of your love. Fill me with gratitude and the physical form for this physical form. Let me nurture and care for myself in every way, and I'll cover the naughty bits because I know that.
Oh, yeah. We're all fussy about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to be very careful what cards I pulled. I thought, oh no, I don't. And then the last one, fear. I release all fear. Okay. I invite you, divine beloved, to move through me in all ways, guiding my actions in every moment. Let me release all fear and unbridled openness to the new.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look at the way that thing is floating in the clouds.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She almost looks like a ballerina, but not.
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's just dropping petals, it looks like, as she goes.
She does.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got some interesting comments here. I think that perhaps you haven't heard from her in some way because she says she hasn't been able to be honest with herself about some issues that she has that maybe she didn't want to tell anybody else. Some people are very secretive about their issues. They don't want other people to know, and they don't even really accept that that could be something that was true for them. So there's something about it. But I also get the sense that she could be honest with you when you knew her, when you were in that, in that prior to this, in that relationship. But it seems to me she's been suffering with something. And, it doesn't mean she's been in pain necessarily, physical pain, but it just means that she's been wrestling or suffering with some kind of feelings about perhaps relationships or whatever. What I love about this next card is she's saying the word ritual, and you'll see that these are elements of ritual that we all probably have fallen into. But was there a ritual you and she would do? In other words, would you say every Tuesday go for tacos, or every you just had like this little ritual that you two did together, and or maybe you went to church or to a bookstore or something every week. I don't know, something like that. What she wants to tell you is that you must always remember to gift yourself from the beauty that lies within. And, this is a vessel that holds great beauty. We are
Mhm.
vessels that hold great beauty. And she wants you to recognize that. And yeah, it's just think about yourself. It's not being selfish to want good things for yourself and to love yourself unconditionally. So
Mhm.
thank you, dear. I hope it isn't bad news that comes from this.
Yeah.
But if it is, um, I think she was happy that you asked about her. Her higher self was happy that you've been wondering about her.
Hmm.
All right. So we have Miss Anya. You want a general read? Okay. Anybody? I have Jules and then Charlie. If there's anybody else that would like a read today, uh, Linda Bishop, if you do, or Garnet, or Ginny, if you want one, just put it in. We got some time today. All right, Ginny. All right, good. John, why do I want to pull inner child cards for you too, Anya? Okay. That day for.
Yeah, I'm being drawn to my sacred geometry activations oracle for
Okay.
her. So
Okay,
let's
Ginny.
see.
Okay, Wildflower. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go. The first card I
Please.
get, Anya, is Hungry Bunny. But you'll notice the Hungry Bunny is eating healthy food. So they're saying make sure you're eating correctly. And of course, now as the summer starts and we have all that food that's available to us that's out of the ground or being
Mhm.
grown, and it's always tastes so much better than anything else
Yes.
that we could ever get. They're also wanting you to slow down. They said, we don't want you to have any kind of what is it? Trips, bumps, and falls. Just be
Yeah.
very careful wherever you're going in the summertime. And I got this card. It says wonderful. It says you're a lucky bunny. I'm getting the feeling something good is coming your way, and something you may not even realize. And so live in that possibility without being attached to it.
Yeah.
There you go.
A fun surprise. The first
Mm-hmm.
card I got is healing, which is card 29 if you're into
Mm-hmm.
numerology. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. And I'll tell you what, look how small that writing is. That trying to get my
Oh yeah.
bifocals on that. I was ready to
Uh-huh.
go grab my magnifying glass. But yes,
Uh-huh.
um, and that kind of goes along with yours, that healing, taking time to do
Mm-hmm.
those things that are helpful for us. And then
Uh-huh.
integration, which is 30 or the number 3, which is the frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive in positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balancing, sympathetic way with life.
Wow.
So,
Awesome.
a
Beautiful.
symphony
Yeah.
and magic. 31
Oh,
is the number of this. Yeah, right with your
uh-huh.
yeah. The
Yeah.
frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required in our belief is their manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
a lot of
Wow.
manifestation going on. So,
There is.
yeah,
There is.
yeah,
And she says her birthday's the 29th, so it's a magical time of the year for you, Anya. Yeah.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
birthday is always a big a big good
Sky's the
time.
limit.
That's right.
Ask
Yep.
ask for all in
Ask for
gratitude.
whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. You've got a veggie garden growing, carrots, kale, pole beans, and squash.
Ah,
Oh,
I
that
wonder why
sounds
that
like something you could make a
yeah.
wonderful soup out of whenever it comes around. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is, but I love soup. I think it's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Jules, and
Jump in and start.
after that we have Charlie, Ginny, Wildflower, Carolyn, and Linda Bishop. Just so you know where you are in the queue, everybody. All right. Oh no, you didn't miss it. We're just pulling it up for you, dear. Look at that. Everybody's on your side today. Yeah. All right. Should she
Jules.
just jump in and start up her channel? Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see
No,
what the
no
cards
cards needed. Let's see what they say.
No, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
All
I
right.
remember when that bell rang and I said,
Yeah.
"What? I don't even like pictures taken of myself. Why would I sit in front of a
You'd just be
camera?"
so surprised too that there's so many introverts that are on. And for
Yeah.
instance, Susan Lynn is one of the biggest introverts there is. So is
Right.
Val Klingenbeck from Dragonfly. We have Linda G called herself an introvert,
In
really,
a very gregarious way, though.
in
She
a very
is very
gregarious way.
yeah.
But there's a lot of people who this
Yeah.
isn't what they planned on. So yeah.
Yeah. How do you plan for that?
Mhm. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Do a
Oh wow.
YouTube channel, they said. It'll be fun. They said. But it
Oh,
is
oh my
amazing
God.
community.
It
What did
is.
you
It
get?
is.
What did you
I
get?
have the craziest cards for you, and this is meant to be, girl. You're gonna drop the anchor. They said drop the anchor, get going. Happiness and success with the sun card. How about you can, but wait till you see this. It says the name of her channel is Learning to Listen. And it says on here
Oh my
that
goodness.
you need
Beautiful.
to listen. You cannot make that up.
You
Oh
cannot.
my God. You need to listen. Oh God. Hi, Jane. If you would like a reading, we can put you on the list. Oh, intuitively, we'll put you on. Yeah. All right. You retired from a career of social work and hid from everything. Well, I don't blame you, Jules. You needed a break for a while, Yeah. Anyway.
So, Jules, what I've got, the first card out of the gate is restriction. Joy guides. The restriction is in your mind, dear.
Uh-huh.
Time to just let that door open up and those angels get a hold of you and just put those wings on and go for it. Business. Business.
Mhm. Yep.
Under Venus and the heart. If you do it with heart as your leading intention, it will
Yep.
take off. It will take
Absolutely.
off. And then the shadow, the divine healers that is part of probably this journey of you taking this step is to be able to heal and probably healing others, most especially with what
Yep.
the content you'll provide. So sounds like a yes, yes, yes all around. Yeah.
It surely does. But we knew that anyway because we're
Yeah.
psychic. Yeah.
Yeah.
No cards necessary. Yeah. Good luck, sweetheart. I'm really happy. I hope
Yes.
you do
Yes.
this. Please do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So Charlie wonders if she can move
moving.
this year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those tricky because everything is saying timing isn't right for it, the on and on and on. But if it's divinely meant to be, it's amazing how quickly those things come
That's right.
together.
That's right.
So
You're absolutely right. Yeah. Well, so what did I find but that you should be looking online for what it is you're looking for,
wow.
whatever that might be. Okay. So you
Interesting.
might find something that you like, and you can check into it, and you will love whatever you find, is what I get, because that's a Cupid's arrow. But you're asking about moving, not a love of your life. So I'm guessing that's you'll love what you find. And it says that things will work out, that your heart, because I know you've been doing a lot of hard work in order to get it. So you'll nail it down. You'll use the hammer and get it nailed down, Charlie. Yeah.
And I have unfolding according to your will. Change me, divine beloved, into one who lets you guide things according to your will. May the highest unfold in all ways. So that's the first one out for you. And
Mhm.
you've got the beautiful dove flying along that, and it looks like a companion that's probably supporting whatever choices are going to come your way.
Mhm.
Spirit, I am filled with light. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows my spirit is eternal and ageless. Let me release any old ideas of constriction or limitation. My whole being is filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel of the divine Shakti.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Step
Mhm.
out in faith.
Step
Keep
out in
your
faith.
eyes open for
Yeah,
what may present, and you'll know, because it will all unfold very
it
quickly.
will. It will. And you know what, Charlie? I was looking for a place to go on vacation with animals. And I've been looking now for probably 3 or 4 months. And all of a sudden, I found this place. Just all
Yeah.
of a sudden. I wonder why. But
Yeah.
and it's within my time frame and such. Yeah. Did you have
Yeah.
another card? I didn't mean to
I
interrupt
have
you.
no,
I'm sorry.
not at all. Strength. I lean on you.
Ah,
Make me ready to call on you in event in even the most confusing situations, large or small. Let me include you. May I lean on your strength, knowing your grace can unravel any dilemma. Beautiful tiger there.
oh,
And
yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful.
And so, yeah, the
Yeah.
tenaciousness of a tiger and the
Mhm.
trust of the universe with spirit and things unfolding,
Mhm.
you'll know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Best of luck, Charlie. All right.
absolutely.
All right, Ginny. You were wondering about your in laws. Is it about money?
Ooh.
So, is
Mm.
there something that either that you're not able to contact them or they're not contacting you and you're concerned that it's something that has to do with money that they have? Okay, I'm guessing that's what it means. So, yes, we'll certainly read on it.
Mm. Mm,
Um,
mm.
that's awesome, Charlie.
Hmm. Which ones do I want to do with this? Hmm. Jenny, is it money? Is it money? Is it
Hmm,
money?
this is interesting. The first card I get is a tree, and a tree is grounded in a legacy. It's also
Oh,
life and growth, but you know that the leaves of a tree are green. So I just feel like perhaps that's saying money is green. Yeah. So, but I also get the sun. So I'm not seeing anything negative around the situation. And I see here that a gift, uh, are they trying, maybe they want to gift you some of their legacy, you and your husband, some of their legacy, or they're working to try to do that. Not quite sure, but this is how it will affect you, because I can't say how it affects them, but
hmm.
that's kind of what I'm seeing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
mine are interesting. I went to the yin yang oracle.
Okay.
Forming, structure, solid foundation.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
So,
Yeah.
and then it just gets more interesting. Thoughts and isolating. So, are we letting the mind go too far ahead of things, or You know,
Mhm.
is this something maybe that they're isolating at the moment because they're working through some things? But
Mhm.
how beautiful, reunion and soul ties.
Oh,
So
very
whatever's going on, the reach out is going to
yeah,
happen, and
yeah.
the connection remains
The
strong.
connection remains strong. Yeah. I
Mhm.
hope that answers your question, Jenny.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah. You have a strange feeling that they're waiting for their mom to pass. I don't like to feel this negative, but
Ooh, ooh.
she's still moving around. Okay. Okay. Um, and
Mm,
and you know, it could be that that's what their energy is projecting. Um, and if mom passes, um, you know, it depends on how old, all those elements. Remember, she's
right.
not really gone. Yeah, she's not really gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's part of that last card too, that
I do too. That bond will always
ties.
be there with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right. So just for those in the queue, we have after this, we have Carolyn, Linda, and intuitively Moniqueness. So there we go. Just so you know where you are in the queue. All right. Thank you. A general reading. All right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see what we got. Are you taking care of your inner child, Wildflower? uh,
Wow. These 3 cards were just right there. I split the deck and they're like, "Take these." So,
okay.
here we go,
They're
Wildflower.
bossy. They're bossy cards.
Yes, yes. Well, these
Uh,
are ask your guides. I
yeah.
don't question
Okay.
guides, but, devotion, nature spirits.
Mm.
So, telling you make sure you're spending time with nature and letting it do all the beautiful things that nature does for us, the healing, the
Mhm.
all of those wonderful things. I I just I have a neighbor that I call her the garden witch because she literally, I swear, she watches the grass grow in the front yard, and every 5 days she's out mowing or she's out in her backyard just digging
She's
in soil.
nurturing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Okay.
that's her stress reliever when
Sure.
she's wound up. But yeah, the divine helpers, victory. Victory is yours with divine help. Beautiful. So you are well watched over, as are we
Mhm.
all.
Yeah.
And balance, divine teachers. So
Oh.
yes, finding that balance in your not just your life, but the day to day. And
Uh-huh.
remember to reflect on those things. And
Uh-huh.
when they happen and take that extra heartbeat and go, "Oh, thank you for that." Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Oh,
She says
and
she was
gifts and hearts
oh,
on
gifts
that
and
too.
hearts.
Yeah,
Oh, beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah.
She says she's been working outside in the yard. That's really magical. You've got
Yes.
fairies and little elementals all out there with you. So that's awesome. And you were out there for a very divine reason. And it says that your soul knows. I
Mhm.
love this. It's like the birds are looking out toward the outside. They're from the other angle, and that's beautiful. It says when you're out there, you let go of control. We don't think we're trying to control things, but the truth is that many times we are, and things cannot be controlled. They are what they are, and you know, we can hope for the best and we can move toward the best, but we can't really make it the best. Let's say right now I want that right now, so
Yeah.
it's hard to move through it. They want you to feel through any emotions that you're going through, and that
Yes.
is actually a lion roaring, and out comes all kinds of things there.
Mm.
It's funny because there's flowers and snakes and
Yeah.
butterflies and all of those things that are emotional. And I pulled one out of the inner child, and they want you to just continue to remain curious because that's what keeps you young, and
Yeah.
that's what keeps you going. So if you've been
Beautiful.
working in the yard, That's perfect. That's really
Yeah.
good. Hotter than hell out there. Oh, I bet it was. Remember to drink all your water.
Yes.
Always replenish. There you go. All right. Thank you, Wildflower. Yeah. All right. So we have Carolyn here. And I want to say hi, Carolyn and Peter, if you're there. It's lovely to see you. And Carolyn would love a read from her guides. All right.
Oh, that was
Oh,
I
you
just
are a Leo lion, Wildflower. Well, no wonder why that lion was roaring with all those things. Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, I know about that roaring lion.
That's
Not
right.
only
That's
my
what.
sun, I have
Yeah.
5 other planets, incling my moon in Leo, in
Oh my
Vedic astrology.
goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Oh,
that's a
wow.
lot of fire to carry.
It is a lot of fire. It's like
Took me a long
dragon. That's the
time to
dragon
learn.
energy. Mhm.
Well, and my dragon is the big fire dragon. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
So,
That's perfect. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's who helped me temper this because, oh,
Yeah.
I used to
I
say I'm
get
gonna spontaneously combust one day.
it.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Carolyn Booker. Neat. Okay. Let's see. If you've got cards, go ahead and go.
okay.
I'm pulling here.
Carolyn, they're recognizing the interdependence of things. And as you well know, you're Peter and you are interdependent upon each other, which is wonderful because you sustain each other. One is the bee and one is the flower, and sometimes that flip flops. Sometimes you're the flower and the other one's the bee. So the interdependence that you have together is, and look at how bright and cheerful it all is. It's beautiful.
Yes.
The other thing is that your essence is as bright as the sunshine or as the firelight. When I pulled this the other day with Marina, she does that shine your light event every month. And I said, this to me is like a Marina card because it just tells us that if we stay in the light and we don't focus, and I know you're like this, Carolyn, and we don't focus on how dark things are, that we stay in that higher vibration. And finally, they're saying your generosity and your love is returned to you in abundant fashion. And this says generosity on it. And your gifts are recognized, whether you think they are or not. All of your gifts are fabulously recognized. Yeah.
And mine go right in tandem with you. And I wondered on this first one, except the comment you made. It's
Uh-huh.
deprivation, prosperity guides. And it's not their sense of deprivation.
Mhm.
They're up here with the prosperity, but
Right.
others it around them may try to do some of this and they say no, 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 no.
Mhm.
Because gifts, joyous guides, look at all those beautiful little cherubs
Oh.
with presents and all kinds
Uh-huh.
of things just there unfolding for both you and your husband. And
Mhm.
rest. Remember to take the opportunities to rest with Holy Spirit and
Mhm.
let that lead. Can't go wrong. I know you guys are
Yeah.
are
They're
you
like
know
this.
that so well. Yes, yes.
Oh,
So,
that's beautiful. That
yeah.
fits right in with what I had said too. You're right.
Yes, and the
Yes.
dove. Look at that big dove again.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. All right. Um, so some people have asked here, so I'm just going to tell you where you are in the queue. Linda Bishop is next, and then we have intuitively Monique Ness, then Magic by Moonlight. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you see me having financial gains to improve my lifestyle and move to a blue state, maybe even a real house? Oh, honey. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Jane. Thanks for coming by.
Hmm. All right. I always love this one. I've got all kinds of decks of cards all
I
over the
know.
place.
I know. Well, I also like pulling from different decks. Sometimes I just say one
Oh,
from here, one from here, one from here, Yeah.
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 I don't, do you ever watch Fefe when she does her
I have. Yeah. Uh-huh.
stacks?
Yep.
It's
Yeah, I know.
amazing, and she can pull up to 15 decks in those. And I love the way they always dovetail
They
and just
do.
go perfectly. Yeah.
They do.
And
And it's
I've done that just to see, and I was
mhm.
shocked that how
Yeah.
they do. They
Yes. It
intertwine.
really when you're working with someone, eventually it becomes the same. It does become the same way. And
Right.
these are totally different decks, totally different people, and we
Yep.
still get the same messages. So
Yeah.
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 You keep thinking of a tax foreclosure house. Oh, okay. Or land. All right, dear. What I've got here for you is that you make an impact, Linda, and it says that you this impact actually spreads itself out into a series of consequences. But I'm not saying it's bad consequences. I'm saying you've got the ripple effect. You've got the ripple effect. So I'm wondering, Linda, if you consider doing something like this. And this takes some bravery, but there are places out there that you can be a house sitter at for a period of time, or to take care of their dogs or cats or whatever, if you're wanting to do that, or that you might be able to work and have a place to live at the same place. So
Mhm.
I'm just throwing that possibility out because it says a series of consequences. There are people that need people to do this.
Mhm.
I understand that it might be difficult if you don't have a car, because I know you just have the bus. But it could be you could sell the bus and maybe have a small car. I don't know. It's all up to you, of course. It's your free will. But it says to new beginnings are on their way for you. If you're interested in that, you're going to transform from that caterpillar into a butterfly. And when you're
Right.
a caterpillar, you're stuck on the land, right? You can't move off the land. You're a creepy crawler. When you are a butterfly, you're free. You can go wherever you want. Okay.
Mhm.
And it said you may have to start out by being a bit frugal, because you don't have the money in the bank for it. But you may end up making enough money to eventually do that very thing, which is because if you don't have expenses like a place to live and stuff, and you're living in somebody's house for a period of time or taking care of them, you could save all that money because you don't have expenses. Maybe your
Yeah.
food, that's all you have. So anyway,
Mhm.
yeah.
And interesting because as you were talking, yet again, I was very prompted to go to the Past Lives, Doreen Virtue and Brian
Okay.
Weistick.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, because this feels like it's got some past life tones to it. And of all the crazy things, the first thing that came up was farm.
Oh, look at that.
So
Yes.
exactly what you're saying, Aley.
Yeah.
There may
Yeah.
be a farm situation that really could benefit from her and
Hmm.
bringing her bus there and
Hmm.
um, and working with them, paying
Yeah.
her for
Right.
assistance and could be a win-win. But again, trees.
Oh,
So
wow.
yes, rural. I think you're gonna be
Yeah.
somewhere where you can really reach nature and
Hmm.
be in the beauty of animals in their company. Like,
Hmm.
I dearly love horses, so to see
Right.
horses, it's like, oh, they're
Yeah.
angelic to me. And
Yeah.
then, lessons and blessings,
There you go.
and the
Yeah.
time is now.
The
So
time is now.
be
Yep.
open, be open,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
and just say, "I am ready to receive whatever you wish to unfold
Right.
for this next phase of
Yeah.
my life." And
That's right. Yeah.
I take it with
The
gratitude.
key, Linda, is to
Yeah,
just say, my limitations, my, you
yeah.
know, bring me what I can do. Bring me that which
Mhm.
works for me in my limitations. And yeah, don't say no, but you don't have to
Yeah,
also say yes if you're not comfortable with that. Not at all. Not at all. You did
yeah.
stay with a couple caregiver bus went to. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I mean, you shouldn't, you don't want to go and take care of somebody and have to lift them and take them to the back. I understand
Oh,
all of
no,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not
No.
what there are places you can just, you feed the dog, you feed the cats, or
Right.
you water the plants, or there are such places.
Oh,
But I know
yes.
you have animals, so I know there is that limitation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. All right. So intuitively, Moniqueness, I love the name. Do I have divine love coming in? Ooh, all right. Let's see if we can
Oh.
figure that one out for you. Yeah. All right. And then magic will be next. And then we're done for the day. Thank you. All right. Been great. Been great group of readings here today. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still with Linda here for a minute, and
I get you. Yeah.
I just want to share that I was had just oh no, I was still in school. Had gone back as an adult to get my degree,
Mhm.
and I was making meager money for most standards to think about buying a home or anything else. Never had bought a home, and suddenly it hits me. It's time to buy a house. I'm like, well, how's that going to happen? Because I don't even have a savings account at this point, and I've got these two
Right.
children I'm raising, and I'm thinking, and it's like, no, don't put up the limitations. You
No.
better
Right.
just roll with it. So I
Roll with it.
started looking. I had a
Uh-huh.
dream. I knew exactly what the house would look like. We pulled up to the house, and I said to the realtor, well, this is interesting. And he says, why is that? And I said, I'll tell you later. We go in. It's my
Yep.
house. It's my
Yeah.
house. And, there was just divine timing all the way around. The first, they didn't want to work with me. Well, I couldn't understand that because it was my house. How did they not know this? And the
Right.
woman that owned the home was not being told any of this. It was her realtors. Well,
Mhm.
they they said no, pay everything, pay full price. I'm like, well, that's not how this is supposed to work. And so I hesitated, and I said, I can't do that. And so they came back 2 more times with that, and the realtor says, I don't think she's going to budge. So let's just keep looking. I'm like, no, it's okay. That's my house. They'll figure it out. And I went about my business, and he's like, thinking this is the wackiest woman I've ever dealt with. In the
Uh-huh.
meantime, my parents had sold a second home that was supposed to be my inheritance. And so they contacted me. You ought to look into buying a house. And I said, well,
Mhm.
funny you should mention. And they said, well, let us know if you need anything for closing or any of that,
Mhm.
right? So all of a sudden the money manifested in this
Yep.
time that I'm waiting.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
the realtor calls me, and he says, well, you're never going to believe who I heard from. And I said, oh, try me. And he says, they're ready to dicker. They want to know what your offer is, and they're willing to make
All
concessions.
right. All right.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bought the house, and 2
Mhm.
weeks later, I was moved in when he said, now just be prepared. It'll probably be a month. I said, no, I'll be in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks, I had the keys. So yes,
Yeah.
I went
Yeah.
from not knowing anything to boom,
Yeah.
everything happening.
That's happened to me too. In
Right.
other, I looked for this house. It took me 5 years, but I wasn't going to budge either. And I said,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I can wait, So
Right.
yeah, I did.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So for you, Monique, interesting. You are looking for this divine love because I got the lips. There's nothing more sexy than the lips, the kissing, the intimate conversations, the flirtation, and the sensual life. But you're feeling
Mhm.
powerless at this point, and it may be that because you feel powerless, that you feel like you're sort of handcuffed and things aren't coming for you, that you're believing that you're powerless and you have to stop. You have to let it come in when it's ready to come in, and you have to allow for this to come, and take the handcuffs off, and take the expectation of when it has to come in off. The next card I get is a feather, which is connected to the angels are on your side. The angels, they say, call on your angels anytime, and they will work for you. They will help you find this love, this divine love that's coming in. They're saying, make sure you love yourself. I love the fact that you use the word divine love, because angels do offer us divine love. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Finally, the last card I get is unity. And once you are comfortable unifying with your own truth and your own love for yourself and your own ability, you'll be unified with that other person that you're looking for in your life, and it will be
Hold up,
magic. Yeah.
hold up that card again. The one you
The
just
unity,
had.
this
Uh-huh.
one. Yeah. Oh,
Does that
wow.
not
Very much
that's
so.
this is
Yes.
her
Yes.
last card in mine. So,
Okay.
yeah, interesting using the divine, and that's where I
Uh-huh.
went to, was the divine beloved deck. Freedom. I love myself, and you said that too, is
Mhm.
during your
Yep.
reading.
Yep.
Change me, divine beloved, into one who can love myself in every condition. Free me from self-torture. Fill me with self-acceptance and worthiness. May I allow and honor all my feelings, however they arise. And that's what leads us to that companioning,
Mhm.
is once we truly love ourselves and we know our worth,
Mhm. Yep.
those things come together.
That's right.
Playfulness, I feel adventurous. Change me,
Mhm.
divine beloved, into one who is widely open to the new. Free me from rigid patterns that no longer serve. Let me feel adventurous and spontaneous, knowing that the more I open to life, the more it opens to me. And there you go. And then that last one that just companions so well. Uncertainty. Let me
Mhm.
deeply trust. May I live in the now and relax peacefully into the unfolding, knowing all the pieces of the puzzles will fall into place at the right time and not a moment before. And
Mhm.
she sits in her
Oh,
position of
it's so
trust.
beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there you
That's
go.
awesome. Yep. And
Yeah.
Monique says, I teach self-love while I teach myself. And you are just exactly like the rest of us who are
Yes.
intuitives and empaths.
Yes.
And we teach what we need to know the most
Hmm.
ourselves. Yeah. So that's beautiful. And I love that you do that. That's awesome. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very
All
nice.
right. Linda Kennedy, it's lovely to see you, my dear. All right, this is our last reading for the day. Thank you,
Okay.
everybody. So I would like a reading about the
Magic
current path
button.
I'm on, if in the right direction. All right, dear. I would be happy to do that for you. And if anybody else needs to jump off in any way, we understand. But we thank you for being here with us today.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. This has been
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Goes by quick.
It does go by quick. Mhm.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You're welcome, Monique. Mhm.
Yeah. Stay put.
Mm. Mhm.
Okay. I can go.
Go right ahead.
All right. We have the number one card, root chakra. We are
Ooh,
in the activation, sacred geometry. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. And so there you go. There's that
beautiful.
one.
Uh-huh.
Next one is the 10th card, authority. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. So
Beautiful.
there's that. And followed up lastly with Gaia, card 28. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that births us all.
Beautiful. Oh, I love the colors. Oh my
Yes,
God. Yeah,
vibrant,
I
yes.
know. They're beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say you're on a good
On the
track
right path.
and
Yeah,
stick with it. Yeah.
absolutely. Ellen, I'm going to ask BJ, do you have to get off right this in a few
No,
minutes, or you get a
no,
little?
we can
All
do
right,
another
we'll
one.
do Ellen. We'll do your reading when we're done.
Sure.
But that's got to be the last because I got to show at 4. So
Oh boy.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll be quick.
Yeah, no, I got enough time. It's just yeah. All right. So magic, I get here that they want you to make sure that they know you're on the right path, but they also want you to be on the right path for your health. I don't know if you are eating right, drinking a lot of water, if you haven't been to the doctor in a while or the dentist or whatever. They're just reminding you. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's just it's like a reminder. And we're not doctors, or I'm not just bringing up the card saying be careful, and it even says you could be working out or dieting. It could be one of those. All right. You understand what it means? Excellent. Excellent.
Perfect.
Okay. The next one I get is a long-time commitment. And so I'm guessing that you have we're not talking about a relationship except the relationship with your path. And so I'm seeing that you've made a long-term commitment to stay on the path. And they're saying, that's acknowledged and seen, and yes, you appear to be going in the right direction, because the wedding ring is you're wedded to the idea of being on a spiritual path, and so yes, that's a good one. The other thing it says here is I got the dragon. Now there you go with the dragon. Of course, I love the dragon myself. The dragon can be chaotic at times, but it's also untamed nature and potent powers. I'm thinking it's potent powers that it's trying to say right now. You have potent power, and they're admonishing you to continue to use it wisely, but that you are on the right path. Finally, I love this because this man is on one of those motorbikes, like an ATV, one of those ATVs. But look, he's got all the lights on it, and it says to trust. And so just continue to trust that you are on the right path, and that everything is going in the right direction. And you're the one with your own free will that can change that one way or the other. So if you want to stay on it, focus on it because it's there for you. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Did Ellen ask a question? Did she get
She
a question?
did. Ellen, I'm sorry. She asked if she could ask a question.
Yeah.
Let me see. Put your question. Please put your question in, Ellen. Please. All right. And Nancy Jean. Yeah, I heard yesterday Nancy Jean was in the hospital, and most beneficial outcome for her. And
Yes.
I'm not sure if she's out or not, but absolutely lots of love to her. And so there we go. Her daughter put a post in on Saturday. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're thinking of ways to make at least some of the changes I want to make. Are you on the right path? Well, do you think you are?
Yeah. You're certainly enlightened enough to ask. That's ahead of the curve.
That's very true. And you're welcome, Magic. I'm glad we could read for you. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So.
Wow. All right.
I've got mine pulled. Okay. Now, in the holy space between, allow me, divine beloved, to rest in that holy space between what is and what will be. Let me fully embrace, relax, and bless the now. That's your first one.
Okay.
And look at that beautiful butterfly.
I love that. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yes.
And then available, I am open. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer you even the most baffling problems, knowing you'll carry me to the right solutions at the right time. If I am utterly open, receptive, and available. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you're available,
and then
you
lastly, yes, balance. My needs will be met. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can fully offer my schedule to you so my life can be in balance. Let me take rest whenever necessary, trusting that one way or another, all needs will be met.
All needs will be met. Oh my God. She says those cards seem on point from our question. They are. And mine complement hers. So
Of
I'll
course.
show you mine.
We've done
Yeah.
that a lot today.
We have. So it
Yeah.
says here the wisdom of the solar plexus. And what is the solar plexus? It's the gut intuition. It's like if you think things are good, and you have to trust it. You don't want to think about it. You just want to trust it. You want to trust the gut's going to tell you. We don't rationalize up here. We just accept from down here. The second one is stop pushing and striving, because you don't have to. It says we think that the path is long and that we have to, we have to do this. When they're telling us, just
dance on it.
Yeah, dance on it. Have or skip along if you want. You know, whatever it is that you need to do, you're doing it and you're doing it well. And then the last card is just exactly like your card. Be your own priority.
Love it. Yeah.
And I needed that more than anything. So that's why you came in here for me today. Yeah, because I really think sometimes the messages that we give, we need to hear. We definitely need to hear ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do.
We're just walking each other home.
That's all we're doing. You're absolutely right. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, thank you. It's 1 hour and 11 seconds. And so we're going to jump off now. And thank you.
Those are the numbers that have been talking to me for weeks now.
There you go.
1111. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Aley.
You're
it was
welcome.
great.
Bye-bye.
I enjoyed it. Bye, everyone.